fam, welcome back to the Phillip Scott Show. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you this story. Today's story is about the Bachelor Matt James dumping Rachael on the season finale. Fans went crazy because we've never seen this before. Okay, the last Bachelor, I believe his name was Ari. He did something similar, but he did that not on the last day where there's a live audience and stuff. What he did was got on one knee and he asked the girl for marriage, and she said yes. They got engaged, and then he went back and said, I don't want to give her the ring. I want to give the second girl, the one that I didn't choose and I sent home. I want her to be my wife. So that's what he did. That's the only time I can remember that a bachelor doing this. But this guy on stage told her that, nope, I am dumping you. And the reason is because, if you remember, this Rachael chick, she was in a lot of trouble because her old pictures from 3 years ago resurfaced. She was at a racist party, like Old South antebellum, and so she was attending that, and there were a few pictures of her that resurfaced as well. Her taking a picture next to the Confederate flag. There were a couple of things that raises a red flag, and she's on a show where she's fighting for a man. The Bachelor is a black man, so it didn't make sense, right? Like, it was confusing. But anyways, since this was filmed a bit earlier, the only thing that they filmed now live for the people is the final episodes, like the reunion kind of. So that's the time when they announced that this guy chose this person. But before that, what is filmed is not in present time, so he didn't know that this information leaked when he was dating her. But I believe he knew when he was choosing her. I'm not sure about that, but he didn't know when they were in the show and they were competing. Those girls were competing for him, so he literally chose the only racist, at least as far as we know, and because of this information and the receipts that we have, he chose the only racist in that group, bunch of girls that were fighting for him to win him as a prize, I guess. Like, the whole show is about that. Like, one guy, all these girls fight for him. One girl, all these guys fight for her. And it's a show about dating multiple women at the same time, and then you taste the waters, kiss frogs here and there, and then you choose. So the show on its own is crazy, but entertaining. We can't lie about that. So he chose her. Can you imagine the irony? He chose her, and then now he had to dump her in front of everyone. You can respect that, because before he did not know that, right? He didn't know that he chose a racist. But now that he knows, now that this information is out there for all of us to know, and he knows, he made the decision to say, nope, I chose you out of all these girls. I like you enough to want to see you exclusively, but no, it's not gonna happen. That's respectable, right? But with that being said, one thing about Matt, I'm like, okay, but that's off, is when it first came out, he actually defended her. He said, let's just forgive her. This was a long time ago, and so on and so forth, right? But then when he saw a lot of backlash came, and then Chris, the host, was fired, suspended because of that, because he backed her up. He's like, like, people are not playing with this information. So he came out with a long Twitter thread, and he apologized, and he said this is not right, and he does not agree with what happened, what she did and stuff. So I'm like, but first, when you found out, you actually defended her. If you really genuinely did forgive her, then when you first heard it, what changed? Why now, after the backlash, you are dumping her in front of millions of people on stage? You could have just said back then, when you found out, this girl is a racist and I'm a black man, so this is not going to work out, obviously, and you should have broken up with her. But I don't know what the process was for him, because maybe it took him time to process it. That's what I found a bit confusing, because if you backed her up a few weeks ago and you said, like, let's show forgiveness and let's show compassion, that's basically what you said about her, and then now you're dumping her in front of all these people. I don't know what that was about, why he changed his mind, but at this moment he dumped her, and she cried. She literally begged him to take her back, like, I will work on myself, I'll do this and that, and I'll fix myself. And he's like, that you can do on your own time, not with me. So yeah, so she's sad and single. I guess he's single too after going on The Bachelor. But at least they both got fame out of it. I'm sure they'll get endorsements and stuff. But the thing is, at the end of the day, most people go on that show for fame or, you know, the exposure. So they ended up single, both of them. But I don't know if they're really that hurt about it. But who knows? Anyways, guys, do let us know down below what your thoughts are about Matt dumping her on stage on the season finale of The Bachelor. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you the story. I will see you on the next one. Bye.